Good morning and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Curare. I'm Jerry Ramusek. I'm here today with Ian Sons again. And today we're going to be talking about some of the best jobs in the country that we feel offer some of the best options. And when we're talking about best jobs, what we usually have in mind are lifestyle, location, and compensation. If you could hit all three of those things with a job opportunity, you're really doing well, I think. If you could find a job that maybe offers a shortened work week, high compensation, the location where you get to do your hobby, you're in the best of all three worlds. So it's one of those great things to do. And then maybe you get paid twice what you're worth too, who knows? But we've got some opportunities out here that we want to talk to you about today that we feel offer the opportunity for all three of those aspects of a great opportunity. You're going to knock it off for us first, aren't you, Ian?
Yeah, number one, we are going down to the coast of Florida. It's actually the Gulf Coast, so southwest. And not only does this job have all those things you referenced, Jerry, good lifestyle, good compensation, and a really stellar location, but it also has an unbelievably high-quality employer. This is one of the best employers in this area. They have 6 office locations, over 100 employed physicians, and they've been in business for over 50 years. So clearly they're doing something right. And as a matter of fact, they are still independent. So they're not owned by a hospital or a health system. You know, I've done this long enough to talk to a lot of physicians who sometimes, grow a little weary of feeling like maybe they're just a cog in the machine, so to speak.
Yeah.
But this is a group that really values each and every physician and employee that works for them, and they treat you well. Right now, they have a tremendous amount of outpatient primary care needs. I'm talking 7 or 8 jobs for family medicine or internal medicine. This group even has an outpatient gastroenterology job. Now, if you want more info on that, call me right away because there's a lot of competition for that. But these opportunities, worst case scenario is you're working in an office that is, I believe, I Google map searched this before we came out here, 2.9 miles from the Gulf Coast. That's worst case scenario.
Oh, that's pretty tight.
That's in Largo. There are other offices in Clearwater, literally right on the beach. The other offices are in St. Petersburg. Well, it's not quite on the beach, it is on the bay, and still an incredibly short drive to the beach. So you've got this great mix of an incredibly stable employer offering good compensation and outpatient lifestyle, and then you get to take advantage of everything that the Gulf Coast of Florida has to offer. And incidentally, the Clearwater Beach, for the second time in 3 years, was named the #1 beach in the United States. So, I mean, this is really an unbelievable location. 365 days a year of sunshine, gorgeous beaches, blue-green waters. I mean, this is the place to go if you really want to enjoy being outdoors.
All that sunshine will get to be depressing after a while, huh?
Definitely. Not like it is here where it's April 19th and it was snowing today. That just lifts my spirits up.
Bloomington, Indiana, rah! I'm actually going to bring it back to the Midwest for my job opportunity. I'm working with Marion General Hospital, which is located in Marion, Indiana, coincidentally. And Marion checks off a lot of the boxes that you just mentioned. It's locally owned. It's a not-for-profit. Their board of directors is physician-dominated, which that's just a glorious setup because when their decisions are made from up high, they're made with physicians in mind. Their CEO is a female physician. The female physician replaced a CEO that was there for 30 years about a year ago, and she's been doing great. The growth potential in Marion is outstanding. They have a lot of specialty needs, a lot of primary care needs. I'm going to talk today about their hospitalist program. They're in need of a couple of permanent hospitalists. They have a 7-on, 7-off daytime shift that begins and ends on every Tuesday. And they're looking for folks to come in on a permanent basis. The neat thing about this job opportunity, Marion's a little bit of a smaller community tucked in north central Indiana, about an hour north of Indianapolis. Just north of Indianapolis are some of the best suburbs to live in America. In fact, Carmel, Indiana is traditionally named by Money Magazine as the best place to live in America. They've got progressive business down there, very low cost of living, and easy access to Indianapolis. Well, Marion's close enough that you could live in Carmel and you could drive to Marion on a daily basis. So you could keep your kids down in some of the best public schools, have easy access to Indianapolis, maybe your spouse could work in Indianapolis. And the pay grade up in Marion is just outstanding. They offer a $60K sign-on bonus for hospitalists and tremendous pay based on your experience. Additionally, they would even allow you to travel to Marion to work this job opportunity. So you could live anywhere in the country if you're willing to pay for your own travel expenses to get to Marion. And then they offer a nice house to stay in for only $20 a night. So the opportunity is there to do very well. And the lifestyle is good, the location is good, the hospital is great to work with. this is the type of opportunity that you could latch onto. No codes, no procedures, so you could be a family physician, an internist, as long as you have some hospital experience, I would definitely give you a call and want to move forward pretty quickly. So if you're looking for a great hospitalist position in the heart of the Midwest, give me a call and let's talk about Marion. Further, Indiana in general is always one of the best states to be a physician in. We have low property taxes, low cost of living, we have medical malpractice caps, we're an occurrence-based state, so there's no tails involved in anything. Overall, it's just a great place to practice medicine.
It is. It is.
It's a good place to live, too. I could attest to it.
Yeah. And so now, we started down in Florida, hit the Midwest and Indiana. I'm going all the way out to the Northwest, and I'm going to be talking about an outpatient opportunity that we have with a hospital in Seattle. Mm-hmm. Excellent location. The hospital is located maybe 3 to 4 miles north of downtown. And in talking with people from the area, I think living north of Seattle is really where it's at, because you're able to avoid a lot of the traffic that plagues Seattle and southward going down towards SeaTac and Tacoma, all those areas, tons and tons of traffic. Not that those aren't good places to live, but this really kind of takes that out of the equation for you, makes it easier to travel. This is an employer that also has a University of Washington affiliation. So for those of you that might be interested in some sort of work in academics, working with residents or fellows, that's certainly an option for you in this role. Really good competitive compensation for the area. They're offering a base guarantee of at least $220 for the first 2 years. Then they move towards more of a RVU-based production model, pretty standard, but they've assured me that 95% of the physicians that go to that always make more in year 3 than year 2. I mean, I think that's certainly a function of how hard you're working, what you want to put in, but the volume is there. And again, 100% outpatient, excellent benefits package here with their university affiliation. They're really able to capitalize on that. So you've got very comprehensive benefits for you and your family. In addition, you've got signing bonus, paid relocation, all that good stuff. And with where this is situated, you've got, like I said, very easy access to downtown. On either side of Seattle, you've got Elliott Bay on one side, Lake Washington on the other. And then within about a 2-hour drive from Seattle, you've got access to Olympic National Park to the west. You've got Mount Rainier to the south. You've got Wenatchee National Forest to the east. And then if you're willing to drive a little bit farther, 3 hours north, you can get up to Vancouver, British Columbia, which is an incredibly beautiful place to visit. So, for those of you that want a good work-life balance and the ability to really take advantage of what the outdoors can provide, hiking, mountain biking, camping, kayaking, whatever you want. There's so many folks that take their kayaks out in the bay around Seattle. This is a great opportunity for someone who wants the access to a really big metropolitan area with all that has. And at the same time, easy access to much more rural locations, the ability to kind of get out and explore the outdoors.
Yeah, and I'd say the one downside of Seattle is the cost of living.
Yes.
You got to have a nice chunk of change in the bank to get a nice house out there. Another opportunity that we have out on the Olympic Peninsula offers quite a bit lower cost of living, and a lot of the things Ian just mentioned with being just a little bit further out from Seattle. So we've got that area covered pretty well. A couple other one-offs that I wanted to mention really quickly is we've got a new medical director opportunity for a hospitalist program in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yes.
Lexington's an outstanding college town. Maybe I shouldn't call it outstanding.
Pains me a little bit because we're IU fans and University of Kentucky. We don't have to get into that right now.
Wildcats, we could leave that
still
one
a
off the
very,
table.
very good place to live.
300-bed hospital. If you're looking for a leadership role in a hospitalist position, this could be an outstanding opportunity for you. And then another one that I wanted to mention is in the Northeast. We didn't touch on that at all. We have a client in the Northeast that has about 50 openings for urgent care throughout Virginia, Pennsylvania, Maryland. These are 3 12-hour shifts per week for full-time work. And they also will give you full-time benefits for 28 hours a week if you're looking for part-time jobs. So they have 2 different tracks you could use, and they've got opportunities all along the upper eastern seaboard. So if you're looking for an urgent care job, which also awesome lifestyle opportunity,
yes.
3 12s per week, give us a call. But if you don't have anything else, I think we're ready to sign off.
Yeah, I don't. I just want to make sure everybody knows. Obviously, we've got our great website, physicianrecruiting.com, but don't forget to check us out on our other social media platforms. We've got a great content for you on LinkedIn as well as Instagram. We're really trying to make sure that we're getting as much info out there so you can learn about the job market.
And if you have any suggestions for our Instagram account, give us a call and we'll be glad to address them. You have a great week. We'll see you next time around.